All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the 2020 Community Cup. I'm in Monday's practice round in the rookie division. I'm at Greenock Point, my absolute favorite course in the game. I like this course better than any other course. I wish this course is in T9, and I wish that they would work the clan thing out so that we could pick a home course based on your, and this is a T9, that's an expert 3 rated course, and we are an expert 3 rated clan. So we could, it should be possible for us to pick Greenock Point as our home course where we can go out there and do friendlies and stuff on this, because this course is an awesome course. It teaches you all kinds of stuff. I love Greenock Point. And they haven't, there's a couple of the holes that they have in tournaments, but there's a lot of the holes to here that haven't been in tournaments in a long time, especially like the racetrack par 3s. And okay, here we go. What are we on? We're on hole number 4. Hole number 4. And this is a hole that's in tournaments not all the time, but this hole has definitely been in some tournaments. Let's see what you can see. It's been in some tournaments. This is a popular hole. I'm taking the black line and I'm coming in with a Hornet. And I played this hole a lot, so I know that I've got 2 different ways. If I got my upper developed account, I'm going to the right with a Hornet, with an extra mile, a Kingmaker, and a Hornet. And with my lower developed count, I'm going to the left. And you can I bring out a Titan over there just because the wind typically in the tournaments is going in that direction. And I'm going to bring my Saturn just in case I am in my long iron range, which I'm not trying to get into my long iron range, but if I'm in my long iron range, I want a great utility club. I want a club that can get me out of trouble. Because if I'm in my long iron, something went wrong. This is going to be where am I at here? I have to buy some Kingmakers. This is going to be where I'm extra mile Hornet, or something went wrong, and then it's going to be my Spitfire or Nirvana, and I'm going to have to dig myself out of a hole. So, I mean, those are my 2. If I have to pull out my long iron and my wood, it went really wrong. Because if I can't get up there, even if I ended up in the rough, if I can't get back into short iron range with my Nirvana and Spitfire, then I am really in trouble. Big trouble. Here we go. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. And we got that wind. I like to come out into this area right here, and I want to give myself tons of room. I'm not interested in pinching myself up and trying to get something. I want to give myself plenty of room. I'm 3 rings off of that rough over there. I'm in front of the sand, and I'm going to leave the wind in and use the wind to my advantage. I'll put curl on it to bring it over the fairway, max curl. Hit it 1 ring great to the left. And that will have no bearing on this landing spot because I left myself plenty of room. The only deal here is whether you can overdrive it. In my 77 account, I'm going to have to watch how I do that because I've got an extra mile 9 in that account, and I'm going to have to watch to make sure I don't overdrive it and end up in the rough up there. I don't think I have to put on all the topspin. If you have bigger balls and you've got a big inventory of them, you can go out there with a much bigger ball and hit that shot so that you don't have to do either any overpower or very little. And it will make that shot a lot more consistent, especially if you've got a lower developed extra mile where you don't have a lot of curl. You can't afford to hit 2 or 3 ring greats. I see that all the time where people end up in the rough over on that corner. It's better. It's okay on that side right there. It's a nicer shot if you draw the line here from up here. It opens up this fairway. It's a nicer deal to be up here, but the thing is that it's more important to just be in the fairway. Put just a little bit of backspin on it. Going right at the cup. 10% wind adjustment, so it's going to be 2-3. And I didn't check to see where I'm at my club. So I'm at minimum, so 2-3 is about a ring. Hey, I'm in minimum club. Yeah, that's good that I ran out of time. That's good. It's practice. It was more important to figure out where I was at in my club so I can write that down. So I'm in min club. Min club. And that's a 2.2 per ring. I play my Hornet at 1.1 at max, 1.9 at mid, 2.2 at minimum. And that's a 75, it's 75% more accurate at mid club, and it's 100% more accurate at minimum club. All right, let's see if we can do this again. Let's see if we can get this down. It takes very little backspin here. Let's see if we can dial this up to the cup. Okay, it's 3-9. That's 4. That's 4-4. That's 2-2. That's 4-4. It's 2 rings. Just try and hit it perfect. Getting a little lag. Hitting it perfect. See if we can get it in the cup. Get in the hole. In the hole. I used to come at this. In the past, I've come at this with more backspin. But what I noticed the last time we played this tournament was if I came at it from that angle, I wasn't having to use very much backspin. There's a lot of spots that you come at this hole that you've got to use that it requires a little more backspin, and I wasn't having to use that much backspin to get right at it. And the backspin shots are lower percentage. So I switched in the weekend round to my Hornet, and I dropped both shots. I got 2 eagles on it in the weekend round. And so in the past, every other time I've played this hole, I've always brought backspin stuff. Nice shot. This is a hole I haven't played. I caught this hole 3 times during the practice session. We were out practicing in tour, whatever tour it was. I'm going to come over here, my blue ring. I want to be off to the left a little bit. It's about 3 backspin. See if I can dial it up right to the hole. And I know we're so far downhill here. I'm going to do 2-6. That's 3-6, 3-2. There's 1-9, 2-9. I'm going to do about 1 2/3 rings. Yeah. That backspin was a little too much. Maybe 2 3/4 backspin. Right there, I'm really more worried because in the practice round, I hit this shot. The first time I came at it, I blew it off to the right, and then the next 2 shots I ended up a little short with the 3 backspin. So right now, the whole goal there is just to work that backspin number. But I'm definitely wanting to start on that hole off to the left-hand side, because the thing I like about the left-hand side there is that, let's see which hole that is. I think that's hole number 6. The deal there is on that is I want some spot that I can mark. I don't want to go out there and just be out in the middle of the fairway. I want to be able to go and go, hey, I put my blue ring up against the transition between the rough and the fairway, and then that gives me a starting spot. And then we can dial that backspin in. But it may take, and that's the same thing. I used 3 backspin twice in the practice round, and I ended up a little short of the cup. So maybe 2. I think the next time I go there, I'm going to try 2.5 and see, what that looks like. And then I can dial it in from there. I think it's going to be somewhere between 3 and 2.5. So it might be like 2 3/4, somewhere in that neighborhood. But I'll make a big swing at it and go to 2.5. and then we'll see. And then once I get my distance right, and I know that I'm in the right distance range, then I can really start trying to work the wind number to try and to get it to the cup. All right, that was hole number 5. That hole right there, I do think when I switched to the Hornet and switched to a more accurate club and quit using so much backspin on that hole and try and just bring it to the cup, I think that that's definitely the way. If you're going off to the right, that's definitely the way to get your eagle there, and it just takes a perfect shot and a 10% wind adjustment. All right, that was hole number 5. Thanks for watching.